Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, good morning, everyone. Hourly is a 212 up right now, but turning failed for our outside bar up. Looks like we swept some liquidity up here at the 20s. We actually ran for this liquidity from overnight, and we're now rejecting it. So looking for a change character probably down here at the 800s, and then possibly a retracement into a fair value gap, and then short. That's kind of the bias as it stands. But looking across the board here, crude looks like a good short. Yeah, all across the board. And gold also looks like a good short. Just watching for now. Alrighty. Morning, Tawanda. That was a dramatic candle short. Watching for this next 1 minute candle, see if it breaks these 800s. Projecting this fair value gap currently right back to the 800s. Thinking about taking a short here on this 1 minute. A little bit of SMT right now. ES breaking high day. All right, well, we didn't get the push down, so bias flipped. If that 2 bar, it's this one at 943 would have went long, then obviously bias would have been long. Or sorry, would have been short if it would have gone short. If it would have gone 2-2 down. All right, looking for a 2-2 here. I'm in long 1475. Watching ES alongside here. Only down a couple points, but definitely not feeling this long if it's not gonna, if this 1 minute doesn't end in actual 2 up. Morning, sir. Stops up to minus 6.25. Back in profits now. Stops up to minus 5.5 points. Just trying to get risk free. Same deal as yesterday. Finger on the close. See if this 1 minute goes. There it goes. There's plus 5 points. I'm going to go break even here. Plus a couple ticks. Just coming into some resistance. Stopped out. All right, keeping an eye on ES as well, getting some SMT divergence this morning. So when ES is making a new high, NQ is making a new low, and now that NQ is pushing, ES is rejecting. So just being patient here. That's why I moved stops up pretty aggressively. All right, got the 2-2. Got the 2-1-2 on the 1. Yeah. The what? The 10 Rs? When I see that it's choppy pretty clearly. I don't like to do 10 because I usually don't snipe well enough to have 10 consistently. But if it's moving quickly, I'll bring out the 10-point stops, and if it's not moving quickly, then I'll bring out 10-point stops. If it's right in the middle, I'll bring 20-point, just kind of like as a grenade entry kind of. About to get the 3-2 up on the 5 on NQ. ES went 3-1-2 up. Got the 3-2. It's right at the high day. Yeah, breakouts haven't been my friend lately. All right, I got tagged in at 27 long. Closing out here. Let me see my fill before I say that. It's 5.5. Really could have been -10 to -14. Looks like we wanted nothing to do with that new high. Like to see this end inside and then go 2-1-2 down. Looking for the failed 2 up, 2 down on the 5-minute here. Currently have a sell stop at 12.75. Oil making a pop right now. ES kind of failing this high right now. If it rejects this fair value gap, this looks great for a short. At least to the bottom of the range. Looking like an inside bar again on the 5 for now. I'd rather see a 2-1-2 up than just another 2 up, but making higher highs and higher lows on the 1 minute pretty clearly. Back in force on this 3-2. Almost, well, not anymore. Almost. At 25.50 we are. Sorry, 26, 25. Tempted short here. We do have orange folder news here at 10 o'clock. Meeting minutes at 2 o'clock. Alrighty, getting a couple wicks above the high. Getting some volatility here with this news. Didn't expect that out of orange folder news, but getting it. Richard said, morning boss, definitely have to play the chop like yesterday, sadly. Yeah, so far at least. So far. Starting to actually get some movement though, so looking to see if this is going to be a potential outside bar. Gold getting a little bit of a dump here, so is CL. Gold stops would be about 5 points. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting in short here, 18, 212 down on the 1 minute, and failed 2 on the 5. Looking for a possible add at 813.50. Stops will be brought up pretty quickly here on this new 1 minute candle. Didn't get the outside bar on the 5, so stops are up minus 2 points. 2.25 point technically. Going to be inside bar here again, so stops are already hovering for the next candle here. Okay, stops up. I'll get stopped up or stopped out if it goes 212 up. Pretty nice risk to reward here now. All right, stopped out. New 5 minute candle. Really just wanted that thing to go 212 down on the new 5 minute, or sorry, 2 down on the 5 minute, but 212 down on the 1 minute. We're at least getting a little bit of movement. I bet ATR is a little more attractive today. Yeah, 7 points. So like a 50% increase from yesterday. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll take it. It's actually starting to move. I'm in short on gold, 24.10. There is crude oil inventories at 10:30 today. So if I or you are trading crude oil today, make sure you are out of a position by then. Got the move. I think I would have gotten stopped out there, though. Still looking short. Outside bar on the 15, so it's got to be, I'm only going to be looking short under 808. If it's not under that white line, I'm not interested in shorts. Gold hit half R here, taking some off. Up 4 points. Up 5 points. There's 1R. Wow. That was a 15-minute play. Okay, taking partials. Sell stop's still on NQ now. No, I canceled it once I got wicked out. Yeah, and truthfully, ES looks a little bit better right now. I've been thinking about making the switch back to ES just to, I don't know. ES moves well when it moves well, but when it doesn't, it has a lot more fake outs than ES does. One and a half R hit there on gold. Adding a 1R here on gold. Just a little 1 point scalp. Just filled on the 1R. Filled on 2R as well. Man, I caught the biggest candle of the morning. There we go. That's a good start. Green on the day. One trade can make it happen if you have proper risk management. Watching ES here for another breakout. I like the grab of liquidity from the fair value gap and now pushing up, so I'm probably going to be looking on the next 5-minute candle. Right at 2,400 on gold. There's a ton of orders sitting at 23.98, 15, or sorry, 50, 23.98.5. They're moving it up a little bit. Now it's at 0.6. I'm looking at the wrong one. 23.98 now has 250 lots. Your average order has about 15. 24.01, so above us on gold, sitting at 256 lots. Yeah, I liked that gold trade a whole lot. 15-minute trigger. Just went wider stops and let it go. Might do that on ES here. If it goes 2-1 or if it goes 3-2 up, I'll probably put stops below this previous 5-minute high. Sitting in a fat fair value gap here on gold on the hour and 4-hour. Adding a 1 hour here, 23.99.2. There's 2 points there. 2.5 R on NQ, or sorry, on the main. Mr. Unemployed said, treating your system NQ is just better for my brain. I know pretty quickly if I'm right or wrong, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. NQ is the perfect features to trade for me when it's moving. When it's moving, I can make way more money on NQ than on anything else. But when it's not moving, it gives a lot more fake outs than ES would. For example, this whole move down here at 9:30 didn't even get it on ES. This pullback here that went below the previous candle low barely went below the previous candle low on ES. So I'm seeing the ES, well, not seeing now, but I know ES moves a little bit more logically, according to price levels, and so that makes it more attractive to me right now. But not making anything, not getting rid of NQ by any means, just maybe adding more ES, kind of like how I've added more CL and gold. Thank goodness I added gold, right? Up 2.5 R right now. Already took home about 1.5, and it's still going. Yeah, let's take a quick update on the 4-hour. CL is looking to trigger 4-hour 2-2 reversal. Gonna be waiting for that news to come out, but gold's still going. I think I'm gonna bring stops up to 2404 has a lot of spots where there's depth on the DOM. 2397.6 has 250 lots. Remember the average lot right now. Here, I'll just take a screenshot. This is the micros, because that's what I trade, so that I can trim. Let me go there. So I just get more micros than I would minis, obviously. But there's 2397, there's 258 lots. Average one is just under 20, right? And then there's one here at 2390, which we now broke. And then a little bit further up, I see there's a 301 lot order sitting at 2400. So they're actually moving that stop limit up, or the buy stop up. Taking some off here at 18. Yeah, they pushed that 300 lot order up to 2403 half. Yeah, it looks like this is a 300 lot order, or 301 lot order that they're just moving around as the market's moving, because they moved it up to 2400. Now it's pushed up to 2403 half. Looking short on ES. Filled ES short 5340.50. What is this? 44. So I'll go 4 points. All right, gold rejected that 23.98 level. Going down, down, down. There's 2R on gold. Add this for visual appeal here. ES was sized for a full 1R loss. So I will most likely wait for a full 1R trim. So I went in a little less size. Bringing the rest of the stops up of gold up to 24. Let's see. 2400. They moved their 300 lot order up to 2398.3. All right, back to break even on the old ES. Gold's still making another push down. Gonna take an ad here, 88, and gonna go wider stops. 4 points. News coming out in 1 minute. All right, 10 seconds now. Getting caught up. Brad, yeah, I trade mostly micros. I always alert the minis, but on trims, I trim micros. I don't take 10 minis into a trade and trim those. That'd be insane. Yeah, I just take more micros and pay more commissions, but it ends up working out for me because I trim more, and I can trim more aggressively as well. Ozzy said ES bounced off you up. Richard, can you explain how points work with gold? Yeah, it's $100 per, or it's $10 per micro per point. Mr. Unemployed said, drawing a 30-minute chop box has helped me tremendously. I've yet to take a trade on NQ today. I was very confident with the gold trade once we broke below that opening range. Only trade so far. Nice. Sounds like you're 1 from 1. Half far on the ads. So stop loss up. Let me take a look at some options here. Yeah, I am. It's right around half our loss right now. Drawdown. Yeah, I might tighten it up to be 2 up stop loss, because I think that if it breaks this high, it's gonna react in this fair value gap at 53.46. Yeah, options aren't moving great. Meta longs probably is the only thing. Yeah, that's really it. Stopped out on the ads. Oil looks like it had a nice little pop there. Starting to move. Yeah, Meta failed breakout there. Everything right now on the Mag 7 looks short to me. Apple and Microsoft are at high of day. Amazon hasn't moved. Nvidia hasn't moved. Tesla hasn't really moved, but it gapped down. Yeah, this ES trade looks still good to be in. 30-minute, pretty much at 53.40 and one tick extra, so 53.39.75. It'll trigger a 30-minute 2-2. Yeah, it really just hasn't moved since the opening bell on NQ. Oh yeah, you're right, Mr. Unemployed. It's inside that chop box first 15 minutes. Hasn't closed above or below. If you look and backtest this, you'll see that when we are out of this quickly, well, you know what? I'm in ES and gold, and they're both just moving along. So let's go through and check and look at how the chop box works on good trading days. Right? And it doesn't mean we have to stay under it, but we just have to be under it, or we have to break it. Right? Here's the oops, wrong candle actually. So here's the 930 candle on this specific day. This white box is the chop box. You see, we broke that at 9:45 and came back to it, and then once we were back above it with the candle close, this 2-2 reversal gave you 50 points total, right? And then you can play the way back down if you wanted to. Here's another good day. Once we're out of this chop box, right? Here's the 930 candle right here. We wait for a candle close. On the 15, wait for a candle close. You didn't get it until 10:30, but once you got it, that 1030 trigger, oops, wrong one. That 1030 trigger gave you 200, well, let's just say 3 o'clock, 180 points, 170 points. Right, let's go back to the other day here. Here's the chop box. We closed above it. Right above the chop box, we have about 50 points to work with. And once we're back in it, not really great. And as we can see, inside of it is nasty. Right, here's one more day. Here's 9:30. Didn't break it until 10:15. But after we broke it, 70 points possible. This day wasn't as bad, but we can look at days where, we chop inside until 10:30 here. Right? Really, I mean, this day was probably a no trade day for most. But you have a failed 2 down, you have a failed 2 up, you have a failed 2 down, and then you have a 2 up. So you sat in price action that was failing itself for an hour if you traded in that chop box. Here's a great day. This is one of the days that orb, just the opening range breakout just works, and it works well. Get that chop box going 9:30, 9:45. As soon as my trading day starts, it opens up and we are outside of the chop box, and then boom, 120 points like that. And those days will come back. I know this week has been pretty nasty with that stuff. But like I've said, all week this week and last week, it's all about playing defensive with the money that you have until it's a good time to be on the offense. Here's a day that is a good example of why you should be on defense. Look at how many, across the whole market, just guess how many accounts were blown inside of this range here. Right. And then, 2 days later, 3 days later, we have this amazing day. So anyway, off my soapbox for now, but it's so important to know when the market is working for you and when you're just fighting yourself, really. So anyway, back to the chop. Yesterday was actually a good day on the opening range. I think I just struggled to see the longs. Sometimes the overnight stuff just blocks my mental. If I saw this instead, just the regular trading hours, I probably would have been long all day. Yeah. Look at NQ. Where's our open? Our open was here. And we are currently 9.5 points away. So if you opened a position at 9:30, right now you would be up 9.5 points total. You would have sat through 19.25 points of drawdown, and peak profit was 24. So our range this morning has been 24 points from open to current, wick to wick. Joseph said I used to go chop box 30-minute range, but I think 15. Yeah, I think so as well. You just need to, I think you also are able to decipher the chop box a little better the more time you have on the charts. So, for people who are newer, the 30 minutes probably perfect for them. Because there will be times when the 15 kind of triggers, but is a fake out, and you would know that, but somebody who's brand new might not. So the 30-minute might work better. But as you get time and reps, that 15 is just fine. in profits. And there's the trigger for the 30-minute 2-2. Oh yeah, Jason, sorry, I forgot to answer. Yeah, it's just the first 15 minutes. The 9:30 candle on the 15-minute chart, high and low. So today that would be this outside bar. So you're pretty much, yeah, different people, different. It's all opening range. I guess it would probably depend on how high, what time frame you normally trade. People who trade on the hourly and higher probably use the hourly, but yeah. So this, well, I guess that's the 30-minute chart. So it would be that guy. So yeah, we're still in the chop box. On the 9:30 candle I am. But it needs to close above, so the body needs to be above. Yeah. I'm closing down ES right now. It could be going further south. Very well could. And I did sit through some drawdown to get to where I was, but this action off of this fair value gap is not favorable looking right now. Ooh, excuse me. As he said, if we were going to sell off, I think it would have done it by now. In my humble opinion, I think that we get that breakout on ES just moving like a turtle. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, with this price action, I'd probably be now flipping long, but I'm going to wait for a 15-minute trigger. Looking for like a 15, 2-1-2 up or something. It's kind of just stuck right in the zone, right? And truthfully, we're probably not making any brand new moves until after this evening. So we'll see. Hoping tomorrow's good, but we shall see. There's a top step fire drill going on. Oops. Oh, it's just it's just a Top Step X. Yeah, they probably took it away today. All right, yeah, just back to watching. I'm probably gonna close gold here. We'll see. I still have my order there right at, pretty much 50% trailing. What I'm probably gonna do is after this 15-minute closes on gold, I'll move my stops up to a two up. Man, I caught the only trade that there was today. Well, only great trade. There's been scalps, but I was fortunate to take that. Gold usually does me well. I should look at what my stats are on gold. Yeah, look at NQ compared to ES right now. NQ looking like a 2-1-2 down. ES looking like it kind of wants a 2 up. These days, it's just better to watch and see how price reacts. Just watching. Well, crude has been long since it's 10:30. Well, definitely since it's 10:30 news, but I guess you could have taken this 212 up on the 15 and held through news. Probably could have got no, you probably couldn't have actually because it didn't do it till 10:25. 5 minute triggered a 212 up though. So the market closed on Monday. Yeah, it is. Got Memorial Day and then Juneteenth. It's going to be closed on a Wednesday. It's interesting. June 19th, Wednesday. Interesting. All right. Well, probably no new trades. Well, I should say almost definitely no new trades. The only thing I'm interested in is crude oil long. But probably going to let that run its course. What I kind of want to do on gold here is give it some space on this new hourly candle to retrace, but obviously I want to capture profit, so I'm probably going to bring stops up to that 2400 level. Or even higher maybe. There's 260 lots sitting at 2393 and there's 309 sitting at 2401. Because I want to see if this hourly candle is going to make a new low here and go for 2375. But obviously I'm not interested. So you're gonna trade this Friday? I don't know. That decision won't be impacted by not trading Monday though. It'll probably be dependent on how we do tomorrow, as in how we move tomorrow. Glad I got out of ES when I did. 1 minute left on this new hourly candle. Wednesday. Joseph said on Fridays I always do very well on options, but do terrible on futures. Yeah, because the volatility is there for options, right? And Fridays are, historically I've done worse on Fridays, but sometimes Fridays move better than Mondays. So I've thought about flipping those days around, but I'd have to do some data analysis for sure. But yeah, I love doing options on Fridays because you can trade pretty much everything's going to move and everything's going to be moving in an awesome way. All right, I'm going to move stops up to 23 here. I'm going to wait here. 2402. See, I want to just take some more profit, so I'm not really. I'm going to bring it up to 23.95. There's 250 lots sitting at. Oh no, they just moved, so I'm going to move. Going to bring it up to 23.99. Joseph said, now I'm going to check my Mondays versus Fridays. Yeah, always a good idea. That's why that is why we journal. Alrighty. Well, that is it for me today. Pretty awesome day. 2.5 RN extras. Caught 4R total on gold. And it's still kind of running. I have it set to if it goes in this big fair value gap, I'll be out of it. And if not, then I'll stay in and look for 5, 7, 10R. We shall see. But I will be here tomorrow. Same time ish. And yeah, love y'all. Great trading day today. Glad I didn't trade NQ. Glad I didn't trade ES. Oil was pretty clean after 10:15. 10:30 was really the clean part. Then obviously gold. So great day overall. But yeah, love y'all. I'll see y'all here tomorrow. If you're going to keep trading, use stop losses. Don't blow your account one trade. That's silly. I'll see y'all here tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Alrighty, guys. I will see y'all here tomorrow. Have a great day.